this is Ronnie.
And this is Reese. And this is
Soft30. And of course, we have DJQ Waves. And we have D. How y'all doing?
DJQ Waves. Every time I hear his videos, I be lit off of it.
Yeah. Get hype. You be so hype in your own videos. Don't be hype over here. It's okay though. It's all right. We can be hype.
I ever be at a fucking bar, lounge, club, and he is DJing, and he's like, DJ, I'm gonna be psyched the fuck up. They gonna be like, oh, that's not DJ. I
know. Anyway, we'll stop spicing you up.
Hyping up and shit.
How was your week, Reese?
My week has been...
Aside from you being mean to me yesterday and hung up the phone on me twice, but okay, I'll go ahead.
She's been mean. Yeah, I had a really sad day yesterday, and I called Ronnie for because I just wanted to talk to somebody that was going to make my mood better, and she just was being so mean.
Reese was being mean, and she hung up on me twice. That is so rude.
Because
I was doing was talking.
But I didn't want to take my anger out on you because I was having a really bad day.
Well, you should have said that. And all you had to do was do what I asked you really nicely. And we wouldn't have had to go through that. Things can be resolved really quickly. I'm an easygoing person.
Anyway, my week has been okay. I guess I can't complain about it too much. For real. But okay. I ended up leaving work. I don't know if I should be saying this on the podcast, but I left work on Monday and drove to Atlantic City and came back on Tuesday. They were
like, "Oh, I heard you, Sharice."
Right. But technically, I wasn't lying. I was on my cycle and my stomach was hurting. I wasn't lying. It was helping me drive because my stomach was hurting. So, but anyway, I ain't win no real money, but y'all, I started playing the blackjack tables, and I really feel like I'm a pro. And
she's addicted. Call 1-800 gambler.
I will say, I can't wait to go to the casinos. I just love playing the tables now, playing blackjack now. So yeah, I think I'm pretty good at it, and I ain't gonna drop my day job or my businesses to become a gambler, but I am pretty good. I will say that.
People do that?
I've seen documentaries of people that are like gamblers for a living. Yeah.
Wow.
But they do it big. Like, I ain't going to the casino with more than $200. I ain't losing more. Like, if I lose that, I lose that. That's a lot for me. So I ain't going with a whole bunch just throwing money like it's nothing. It is something. I work outwardly. Shit. I don't, the fuck. So yeah, anyway, that was pretty fun. And I'm going to Philly tomorrow. I've been trying to just do stuff because I'm about to be taken out for 2 weeks. So y'all, the next podcast, I'm going to have titties. I won't be flat right here. And I'm just super excited. I'm excited. I'm nervous. I have not been this nervous about something since I was about to give birth. I remember before I gave birth, a week before, I was like, fuck, man, I'm about to give birth. Like, what the fuck? How is it going to be? I don't know what's going to happen. And then I ended up having a very easy labor. But I don't know what's going to happen with these tits, y'all. I don't know if I'm going to be down and out. So, I told y'all I'm in a couple of Facebook groups for implants. So one girl was like, she's been in bed for almost 3 weeks. Like, I don't know how her pain tolerance is, though. I have a pretty high tolerance, but I don't know. I've never had surgery before. So I don't know how I would be. I'm really hoping that I bounce back fast. Another girl, she was in the same group. She posted 45 minutes after leaving the hospital. She was like, I just got home from surgery, posted her bandages and stuff. And she's like, I'm good. Lady was like, I never even had to take my strong medicine. So everybody is different. So I'm just super nervous. I really hope that I'm not taken out for the entire 2 weeks that I'm going to be out of work. So yeah, I don't know. I'm just nervous. And then I don't know how my breasts are going to look. I'm getting 300 cc's. So, but that the cc's look different on everyone. I'm also getting mine under the muscle. So I don't know how they're going to look. I have no idea how I'm going to look with breasts. I've never even tried to imagine how I would look with breasts because I didn't plan on getting my surgery. And I don't want to go into too much details because I'm going to do the vlog about it. But I planned on getting my implants after I graduated high school. I was like, I'm gonna just wait till then and stuff. And she's pretty much like, why are you waiting? And I'm like, because I never had the time or the money. And she's pretty much like, well, you got it now. What you finna do? And I was like, you motherfucking right. You motherfucking right. So I booked the consultation 3 weeks ago and then booked the fucking appointment and shit. So I'm super excited because it's something
it's 2021. Buy what you want.
Buy what you want, man. Invest in yourself, and that includes your body. So yeah, I've been wanting breasts since, honestly, before I had Naya, but then after I stopped breastfeeding when she was 9 months, my breast just went to this size. And I always hated how small my breasts were. And then the older Naya got and the bigger her breasts got, I was just like, she always heard me complaining like, man, because, like every time I get clothes in the mail, I try them on and she tries them on. My clothes always look better on her. My tops, my bottoms, it doesn't matter. Always look better on her. And so she always hear me complaining. And I think she got to the point where she was like, stop complaining. Like, go get this shit done. You fucking deserve it. She didn't words, but so I'm like, yeah, right. I do fucking deserve it. And it's my body, my choice, my money. My rent is behind, so I can do this or anything like that. So I was like, I'm going to do it.
You said it is or isn't?
No, I said it isn't. Like, all my bills,
I was like, what?
Like, it would be different if I was getting it and I really didn't have the money. Different, but I'm like, I have the
balling.
Huh?
You balling?
I am not balling. Please don't get it twisted. I'm doing a payment plan, guys. Payment plans for your breasts now. That's all I'm saying.
You can do payment plans for everything now. Go on a trip.
You really can.
You want to go to Africa or where somewhere? You can pay right now and go tomorrow.
I'm telling you. And payment monthly, I am paying less than a car note. I'm paying like $215 a month.
Less shit. No.
So, I'm just like, and that's what I've been telling. Like, I know small breasts or that has children, and they're like, oh, let me know where you went, stuff like that. One girl was like, I don't have the money, but I told my husband I'm gonna get it. And we know this girl. They used to hang out with us. It's the married couple that Ronnie used to work with, the woman. Anyway, so she was like, once I get the money, I was like, girl, I'm doing a payment plan. Go get you a payment plan and go get your titties. Unless they plan on having another baby soon, then I would say wait. But otherwise, do what you want to do. It's your body. Shit.
I didn't understand when you. Oh yeah, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Yeah, so I'm just like, yeah, I'm excited. I can't wait to get them. I really hope I like them. Y'all know I'm picky as fuck, so I really hope I like them. And I'm gonna do everything I can to make sure that they're not the stiff breasts. I don't like the stiff breasts. I'm just excited, and I really hope I like them because they cost a lot of money. So I want to make sure that I like them. And
the breast only gets stiff if you don't massage it.
I think the ones that are stiff are the ones that are over the muscle. The. That's why they're so stiff. I'm getting mine under the muscle. So, my instead of the skin being right over top of the implant, my muscle is going to be right over top. And I actually have a lot of, I mean, obviously I can't flash y'all, but I have a lot of, even though it's a small titty, it's a lot of space and skin here because when I breastfed, my breast was like fucking big. And then they got small. So, you know, I think it's going to be a nice size. I don't think I went too big. I only got them second small size that I can get. The smallest size I can get was 270 and I'm going 300. So, I hope I don't feel like I went too big or too small. However, the goal is literally to not be flat here anymore. So anything else, it doesn't matter as long as I'm not flat here. I just want to be cut or open up shirt and look like I have something. I'm tired of looking like a little boy. I'm 32 years old. I don't want to wait another 42 to get my tits. It's happening.
It's happening.
Right. I shouldn't have went into all of that because, like I said, I'm going to vlog about it and repeat that whole thing. But I'm just I'm super excited, and I'm happy that from the support that I'm getting, because a lot of people don't want me to get them. And even the first consultation doctor was like, you shouldn't get them. Like, your breasts look fine now. And I'm just like, no, I don't want it. You know, I'm not doing it for other people. So, and I actually had to make a post about that the other day. I was like, you know, I appreciate everybody saying like, you don't need to get them. Your breast is so fine, or your body is fine. But I'm not getting it for other people. So while I really, truly appreciate everybody in their, you know, you look fine stuff, I'm doing it for me. So it's like other opinions, they don't matter, you know, because I gotta do what I want to do. I waited a really long time, and it wasn't just because I didn't have the money and stuff. It's because I didn't have the confidence. It's because it was just a lot of things that I was just like, I can't do this. So I'm super excited to do it. So yeah, next podcast, I'll be bandaged, but I will have breasts.
It'll be done.
So I'm super excited. A lot of people are like, you know, you get addicted to things. Look how many tattoos and piercings you got. I'm not gonna get addicted to surgery because one, it's fucking expensive. Okay. Okay. And two, I literally can't get anything else done because if I get my butt done, I got to get my thighs done. Then I got to get my calves done. So my whole bottom half got to get done.
Can match. Yeah.
I'm not doing that. I'm not going to get my breast done again for another 10 years when I'm getting a re-up. And that's if I even get a re-up, because if I keep them up, I might not have to get a re-up. Let's see, what else? I'm not doing no type of fillers or facelift things. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, I don't think I'll get addicted. Now, I don't know. I do get addicted to a lot of things. But I just don't think this is going to be one. So even though I said it 5 times, I'm fucking excited. And I hope that people around me are just giving me all well wishes and not, you know, anything negative. Because a lot of people are like, oh, Wendy Williams. First of all, Wendy Williams don't have no ass. I have a little ass, right?
What? You and Wendy Williams not even on the same...
I guess because they saying she got a big ass titties and no ass.
Oh, that little butt. Oh.
Yeah.
She's not going that big.
I'm not going that big at all. I
don't even know if your titties can go that big.
They probably can. Slowly, I'm not interested in that. I'm not interested in going big. I just want to lose something. That's it. You know, I want to lose something to try to feel good. You know, like I said, Night will try on my stuff and what looks so much better than me. And I'm just like sitting there like a sad puppy dog.
I wish I had those titties.
Right. Always like, it's okay, mommy, you look so beautiful. And I'm like, you saying that because I'm your mom. Like, ooh, speaking of her, let me get back to my week, y'all. So my daughter, ooh, y'all know she the
Don't play with
girl.
her.
She the sweetest girl. Saturday, y'all, this girl tried me.
Don't play with her.
She tried me, and then she had the nerve to call Ronnie like I'm scared of them. I'm like, what y'all gonna do? Jump me or something?
Yup.
And I was both of y'all asses, and she was still going. So let me get to the point. I'm gonna make it quick because I don't want to be talking about this for a long time. But and so long story short, my daughter hates online school. Y'all hear me saying it since COVID started. So she wants to she don't want to do in-person school, which is Wednesdays and Saturdays. And I'm making her do it because she is failing classes because she hates online school. It's not because she doesn't know it. The teachers even said it to me when we had to have a mandatory parent-teacher conference. They're like, we know that she knows it because she gets it done. She crams it last minute, but she's just not doing it when she's supposed to do it. So I'm like, you're absolutely right. It's my fault as well. Blah, blah, blah. I'll make her start going to school to help out, take credit, da, da, da. So Saturday, I'm like, hey, Poom, get ready for school. So I go in the bathroom. She come in there. She's like, I don't want to go. I'm not ready yet. I'm like, yeah, you don't have a choice. Mind y'all, I don't know if you remember when we first started the podcast, I told y'all I let Naya take mental days from school. If she doesn't feel good, I let her take those days. I didn't care because she had the grades. So if she missed a day, she wasn't missing shit. You know what I'm saying? But when she started to not keep her grades up, she lost every privilege that she had as far as making decisions for missing school or not missing school, right? So then anyway, so when Ronnie comes, I'm in the bathroom, I tell her no. So then all of a sudden Ronnie knocks on the door. And I'm like, it's early as fuck. Why Ronnie knocking on the door? She's like, I was walking Bryson, it was raining. So I'm like, in my mind, I'm just like, that sounds crazy, but whatever. So then Naya comes out the room because I put most of my clothes in my closet in the living room. So I'm in the living room standing there getting dressed. I'm like, Naya, we leaving out at 8:20, baby. So she stand next to Ronnie and says, I ain't going to school. You don't care about my feelings, so I don't care about yours. So I looked, I said, I don't give a fuck what you saying. You going to school. So she's like, so Ronnie's like, guys, just calm down. Mind y'all, I'm calm, right? Because even though she got smart with me and I should have beat her ass, one, I know she's a teenager. She's going to rebel at some point. So no matter how good the child is, at some point, they're going to catch an attitude. They're going to rebel. They're going to want to not follow rules or whatever. So I didn't get all hyped or anything like that. Number two, I'm like, I don't give a fuck what you saying. You going to do what I say. So again, why am I going to get hyped when I know I'm fitting to win this battle? So then, so her and Ronnie's talking, then me and her talking. Then, so Naya started bobbing her head while she talking and stuff. So after a couple minutes of letting her get away with it, I said, listen, I'm going to have to knock your ass across this room if you motherfucking disrespect me again. I was like, at the end of the day, I'm your mother. I don't care if you don't want to go to school, don't want to go to school, whatever the fuck the case is. I'm your mother and you're not about to sit up here and disrespect me. So let this be the last time or I'm going to go off. So, of course, she starts to calm down or whatever. So I'm like, they both like, don't let her go to school. Please don't let me go to school. So I'm like, no. When you told me that you ain't going to school, you all that shit went out the window. I'm definitely making you go. So anyway, her ass went the fuck to school. She was mad at me all day. But right after school, she did apologize when she saw me. She was like, I'm so sorry for talking to you like that. And I was like, it's okay. We can talk about it later. I didn't want to sit there and talk about it right then and there and stuff. So I'm like, we'll talk about it later. No worries. I wasn't tripping. Like I said, my daughter's a very respectable child. And she does have anxiety when it comes to, she's an introvert. So she don't really like being around groups of people. Like, even though she hate online school, she kind of was happy that she didn't have to interact with any other kids and, things like that. So, that's why I'm like, I'm not going to fault her for having anxiety for not wanting to go to school. You know what I'm saying? But, so yeah, anyway, I don't know who the fuck she thought she was talking to. Her motherfucking ass went to school. And I don't know what her and Ronnie thought that they was about to do. I was like, your ass go to school and whatever the fuck you got on. Because at the time, she had on fucking night clothes. You finna go to school. Anyway, so then
I came over to diffuse the situation. Not, I was trying to put the fire out, not add to it.
I don't know why.
Huh?
I said it wasn't even hype before you got there. I don't know why she called you. So anyway, then we get to the school. I talked to her teacher and stuff. She calms down. She calmed down before then. She didn't ride in the front seat. She was mad at me, so she rode in the back seat. It was funny. And then so anyway, I talked to the teacher and stuff like that. I grab my stuff and I go to leave. So I'm walking out the door and security is like, "Where you going?" So I was so confused because I was like, do I tell him that I'm going to work or what? I was so confused because I was like, why is he asking me where am I going? Anyway, this motherfucker, the principal was like, oh no, she's a parent. And the security guard was like, oh, I'm sorry. I thought she was a student about to just walk out the building. So I was looking crazy. Like, I was like, what? I don't even look like a goddamn student. Like, I had on dress up clothes and everything because I was going to work. So I don't know.
The kids dress up too.
I guess. That shit was super funny. But yeah, that girl tried to play me, y'all. But like I said, it doesn't happen on the normal. So I wasn't tripping. Like I said, I know kids rebel. I know at some point, you know, you don't want to do what your parents say, whatever, you know. But her ass got the fuck punished. She got punished. She was already punished, but like, no, you don't get to talk to me any kind of way and think that I'm gonna let the shit slide just because I ain't fussing back.
Her feelings matter too.
Her feelings absolutely matter, absolutely. But like I said, when she started to fail, you lost all of your school privileges, decisions that you were making. You lost it. When they get back up, she can absolutely tell me she's not going to in-person school no more, and I'm gonna be like, okay. I'll call it whoever I gotta call and say she's not coming in person anymore. She don't need to. Her grades are back up. But when you failing, you don't get that choice. And it was funny is I'm still piling up her allowance. I still got people sending her late birthday money. And I took it all off the Cash App, and it's all in a white baggie hanging in front of her door. And if I told her if she gets
that is torture.
You get it
Why
back.
Why would you do that?
Mind you, me and Kiki still adding money to it. There's a few hundred in there right now. And that's I said the only thing that she is obligated to is her birthday money. I will not take that from her. I will hold it so she can't spend it. But all the extra money that we're putting into that bag, I said I'll take that shit right back and I'll spend every last penny on me. Every last penny. So I do what some people, they're like, for kids, you don't need to give them money or they don't get rewarded for getting good grades. Absolutely they should. Why not?
They should get an allowance for anything.
Well, we get allowance for going. I mean, it's not allowance going to work. We get paid for going to work, right? They're going to school. That is their work. That's their job. Absolutely, she's gonna get paid for that. So that's what her allowance is. You don't get allowance when you failing and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? So all of the extra money. And then the funny thing is, right before I realized that she was failing, she's about to order $300 worth of stuff off of Shein. Took all that shit away. I took all it away. Then you ain't ordering nothing. So that's the part of the money that's in her bag too. I was like, you don't get prizes.
But isn't that her birthday money?
No, she spent all her birthday money. This $200 was just extra money that I had out her account to give to her, and then she had some extra money. The 200 was from her account, and then the other extra 100 was like other birthday money and stuff that she had left over.
Okay.
So I forfeit the birthday money. That's all hers. Anything extra got me fucked up. So bringing her with a clear bag right in front of her door that I keep adding money, and I purposely add hundreds and stuff, right? But it's making her get her grades up. That's all I'm asking for.
Just give me a spanking. Just beat me. Why are you doing that? Why are you torturing me?
Spanking. Listen, parents and parents to be. Spankings do not work. Hit them kids where it hurt. Okay, phones.
Spanking doesn't work. Spanking is trauma.
I told my daughter if she don't get them grades up, not only is she not getting allowance all summer, she will literally wear sweatpants every single day. And not cute sweatpants.
And
She'll
take that phone.
Because my daughter likes to dress up. She likes to get fashionable. You won't wear shit. And that's not being neglectful, guys. It's not. Trust me. I looked up the DC law. Okay. She got clothes on her back. That's not neglect. So I'm like, don't play with me. I'm gonna hit you where it hurt. I'm gonna take the phone, the TV, the clothes, the heels, the money.
Take the Roblox if the kids play Roblox.
I said, I'll even make you eat in the house every day, and I'll eat out when I want to. And you don't eat out because I fed you. Right? And that's what I'm supposed to do as a parent. Hit these kids where it hurts. Spankings do not work. They don't work. That's all I'm saying. That was Reese's lesson of the day, y'all. It's free.
That's a good lesson. Beatings is creating trauma to the kids, and then they get into abusive relationships and think it's fine because their parents beat me. So that's love.
Or sometimes it just makes them angry and want to beat other people. So, and then
it could be a control mechanism.
Like how you said that example. I think a lot of people also, it's like, oh, well, my mom beat me and she would still tell me she loved me. So a lot of people do confuse the two. So I'm just like, yeah, no, it's just, for me, beatings, I think I got probably 3 beatings in my life. I deserved every last one of them I got. However, no, except one I ain't deserved. But, yeah, I didn't have to get beatings because I knew what the fuck to do. I knew what
I got 2 beatings that I remember. I think it was just 2.
So, yeah.
I was a good kid, though. I didn't do nothing. I was spoiled.
You were.
I'm still kind of spoiled.
Yeah, you are. But I was super shocked that Naya did that. But like I said, I'm pretty understanding to the fact that she's a fucking teenager. And again, I tell her all the time, she don't know how to be a teenager, and I don't know how to be a mom to a teenager. We learning this shit together. But what you gonna do is pass your school. I don't care. Y'all know I let the girl get away with murder, but not when it comes to school. It's something that I can't let up on, and especially because she is super smart. Now, if she was struggling because she didn't know what she was doing, I would cut her some slack and make sure I do my part as a parent, get her tutors, blah blah blah. But when you're just not doing the work because you don't have the time because you're on your phone, nah, baby girl, that shit don't fly with me. So until report cards come out, which is in about 5 or 6 weeks, the only thing she can do is listen to music and paint outside of doing schoolwork. So she been getting a lot of paintings done. They looking real good too, y'all. But that's good. That's it. Don't play with me when it comes to grades.
Don't play with my girl.
You don't play with me. They thought they was about to jump me.
Sure was. I was going to tase you if I had to.
Anyway, how was your week? I think that was it for my week. My week done took about 30 minutes to talk about. My bad, y'all.
Girl, it's fine. First of all, let's start off with this knocker shit, okay? Mind you, these mother effers. So I was uploading. I don't know how it used to be, but I'm guessing now because of the whole corona, you got to like upload your stuff online and then have your meeting with them virtually or whatever. So anyway, I'm going through all of this shit to upload all of my paperwork, right? So when I upload it, it says complete. Then when I log back in, it says it's not complete. So I'm emailing my counselor like, hey, what's going on with the system? Like, can you see it on your end? Blah, blah, blah. Not saying nothing. Mind you, my first meeting was supposed to be Monday, the 10th, right? So then Monday come, I'm like, okay, I ain't get the link yet. So like an hour before, I email, I'm like, hey, I never got the link to the meeting, like for 2 o'clock today, we still on, blah, blah, blah. This heifer, the meeting was supposed to be at 2. This heifer texted me back at 3:06 or 3:07, talking about what's your NACA ID. Mind you, when I sent the email, I put my NACA ID, my name, and all of that stuff, right? Then she going to email again, talking about, oh, you was removed from the schedule because you didn't confirm. I did confirm. When I go onto my thing and it says click here to confirm, so I was like, maybe I'm tripping. So I logged back into it and I clicked it and it says your status has been updated already. So now I email her back. I'm like, well, I'm confused because it says that it was confirmed, right? So then she she emailed back to my, she CC'd somebody in it, like you can connect with them to make a reschedule. So I'm like, okay. I'm like, well, maybe I'm tripping. The next day, I get an email and a text, and it says, "How was your first meeting with your counselor?"
Did you
If
rate?
I didn't, huh?
Did you rate it?
So I didn't rate it because when I clicked on it, and so I was about to, but when I click on it and it says the options like, did you meet? Was it canceled? Blah blah. And I said it was no meeting. Then it gave me no other things to write. So then I'm like, okay. So now I sent her an email. The service, this NACA service, and the person, whoever that she has CC'd in it, the last message. So I CC all of them. I'm like, hey, you said that my appointment wasn't confirmed, but when I click the link, it says that it is confirmed. And then I get an email and a text message saying, how was my first meeting with my counselor, to give it a rating. So I need another appointment ASAP, right? Nothing from nobody. So I'm like, and I already know that it's going to be a struggle. I know it's not going to be like a walk in the fucking rainbow. So I was already preparing myself for this. But the fact that I waited, because when I do this in December, I waited from December to May for this appointment, for you to say that I didn't confirm when I did. And when I got after the rating for the meeting, then I email when I CC all these people and nobody returned my shit. Now I get you. You underpaid, you're overworked, whatever. We all are. Get that. But, ma'am, I'm trying to get this done now. First of all, I already get discouraged a lot. And then when I was uploading this stuff and they kept saying incomplete, I was about to say fuck it. But I'm like, no, stick with it. Keep going. And I'm trying to do this shit, but I need you to be with me. Let's go. Let's get it started. Like, I don't want to keep waiting. So now, I don't know when I'm going to have my first initial meeting.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just...
A lot of people talk bad about their NACA's case managers. They apparently some of them are very sucky.
Yeah. I'm like, oh my goodness. Like, and I know it's a lot of people that's trying to get houses now. And they're like, when I was talking to my manager the other day, she was like, it's something, the rate is 1%, something like that. She's like, it's lower than what she got her house. I don't know all the house talk or whatever, but I'm like, shit, I got to get it down. Like, I want a good house, for a nice price, because I ain't balling like you, Reese. But I'm just trying to get my shit together, and I'm trying to get it done now. So that started off my week not great. And the fact that nobody has still have yet to get back to me, and I keep sending them all kind of emails, like I'm confused. So the process is going to be longer than what I thought, I guess. But hopefully, I won't say fuck it.
We'll see. You should email back and say that you want everybody's manager's email address and the people that are CC. Like, if you can see their names, so you can even write them out, like address everybody. I want everybody's email address. Mrs. Blah, 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 Mr. Blah, 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 Mrs. Blah, blah, blah. I want everybody's manager's email addresses, because this is ridiculous. Typing me back, blah, blah, blah. Make it real professional. You can get real smart in a real professional way.
Mm-hmm.
It can be, trust me, I've been doing it now.
Okay, I'm gonna try that. I'm gonna send another email and try to not to be so rude or ghetto. I'm trying to do it in a nice way. But I ain't all the way there yet, so I don't know how to do it in a nice way. But I'm gonna figure it out. Maybe that's why they didn't respond. And there's no point in calling because you can't even get through with the phone. So, but yeah, so that was a crazy start for my week. Aside from that, it was just work and stuff. And it was actually a good work week. Actually, like, we got a lot of stuff done with the older, with the adults and stuff, for coming in and getting different services and things. So it worked out good. It worked out good. and I didn't work yesterday, so that was awesome. I was like, because I worked Saturday, and which Saturday was a good work too. Like normally I would just be there, it was just me by myself. So we did a community breakfast on Saturday morning, and then did a computer literacy class, and it was good. So people came for both, and I was like really surprised because I didn't think nobody was gonna come to either one. So it was really good, and it made the time go by fast. And all of the, because it was like a lot of older women who took the class, and they were so excited when they made an email, y'all. It made my heart so fucking warm and melty.
Right?
Like,
Have your do that.
huh?
When you have your mother come.
Well, because she got an email. We was on the basics first, so it goes up. So when they start getting to the good juicy stuff, then she'll come. But they were really excited about that, and I was like, oh, I just made them happy. I'm gonna cry. And it was just something simple with them making an email and learn how to turn off and on the computer. The little things. So yeah, so that was great. And then y'all, I'm gonna tell y'all, don't be trying to judge me.
Oh Lord.
So no, y'all know I wasn't talking to Hood Bay, right? But anyway, he kept like inboxing me and texting me or whatever. So I was like, I'm not gonna respond. But then I seen him a couple times, you know, I waved, said what's up, whatever. So then Saturday, he like texted or whatever. He like, I miss you, blah, blah, blah. So I'm like, I'm not responding to this shit. So Sunday I was outside, singing or whatever. So he like, come here, we started talking. And he was like, no, I really like you, and blah, blah, blah. So I'm like, well, you know, you and me acting like it. Show me more than what you can talk. I don't like that talk. If you're not about like action, then it ain't nothing, right? So you're like, okay, I'm gonna do better, blah, blah, blah. So I'm like, all right, well, we'll see. Show me. So anyway, so then Monday we was like talking and stuff like that. He was like, he felt like I was trying to play him and I was ignoring him and blah, blah, blah. So I'm like, you know, a lot of times when stuff happens, and especially with me, right? I can do things unknowingly and I don't know. But if you don't bring it to my attention, how can I fix it, right? So I'm like, you was waiting all this time and you wouldn't have said nothing unless, you know, we didn't start talking on yesterday, which was Sunday. But anyway, so he's talking about how he gonna change all of this and this and that, and we're gonna talk and we're gonna go out, blah, 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 blah. So I'm like, all right. So then that was Monday, right? We talked Tuesday. We said good morning. We didn't talk Wednesday or Thursday, right? So then yesterday, my cousin texted me, and I was at work, so I didn't look at it yesterday morning, so I didn't look at it. So then she called me, but I was still working. So I'm like, what the fuck does she want? So then I called her back. She was like, bitch. And I'm like, what? And she like, you just see my message? And I'm like, no, I didn't see your message. And she like, go look right now. So I'm like, I couldn't click on it because it says it's unavailable. So I'm like, what you talking about? And she like, I found his other bitch. And I said, what? She said, yeah, because I'm the detective, blah, 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 blah. So she was like, I sent it to you, but I couldn't click on it. Why? And I'm going to make a post about this on my social media, because you can hide your story from certain people on Instagram. And you can do like your close friends, but you can also hide your story from people, right? So I'm trying to click on him, and like he don't have a story up there. So then she screenshotted it, she sent it to me. So some girl wrote, I don't know how I'm getting so thick, and then tagged him. And he reposted it and said, because I was hitting it or spanking it right or something like that. So I said, oh, that's what you doing. When I just asked you.
Oh, time out. You said he can fuck other people.
I did not say that.
That's a whole lie.
I don't remember. I changed my mind. That was before. Okay, listen. That was before we had this conversation on Sunday and Monday, right? So he can do whatever he wants. So in this instance now, when you were saying that you like me so much, you want to be with me, da 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 da, and I'm like,
so
all right,
supposed to cut everybody off. After you've been ignoring him for all that time and saying he was just some dick
listen, you don't. He didn't have to. But the fact that I asked and you did not say, if I asked you, tell me what the fuck is you lying for? And then you hide the story, so I can't see it. So then he must have forgot that him and my cousin was friends, because then she screenshotted it to me. So then I'm like, I'm about to say something. So then she's like, well, no, because then he gonna know that I seen it and I told you, and then I'm not gonna know nothing else. So I'm like, okay, you right. So if I send it to him, then he would be like, well, damn, I'm gonna block her from the story. So then I'm really not gonna know nothing. So then I'm like, I'm not gonna say nothing. I'm gonna wait and I'm gonna see what's gonna happen, right? So we didn't talk yesterday either. So I'm like, I'm not fucking with him. I'm not. And I promise that shit. Because the fact that we had these conversations for all of these fucking days about how we gonna stop talking about it and be about it and blah blah blah. I asked you about other females. You said no. And then you post this shit. You repost her shit. And then you block me from the story. What? Be honest. Like, I don't understand. Why aren't people being honest? If I tell you, I will tell you when the last time I took a shit and if it stank or not. If you know how when you're in a crowd of people and somebody fart and it's a silent fart and then somebody be like, oh, who farted? Because it stink. And people like, oh no, bitch, I farted. Like, I will say that. So I don't understand why I don't get that in return. Anyway, so that shit done, and I tried to. She sent me the girl's Instagram too. So I like, cause the Instagram picture is like real small, so I like kind of blew it up so I could see. She got a nice little butt too. I was like, oh shit, okay. And I ain't hating on nothing. Like, do your thing, but don't say how much you want me, and I ask you, and then you don't tell the truth. Oh, she's gonna go change. She look good shit. Anyway. So I'm like, whatever. I'm not fucking with him. But and aside from that, moving on to the next. I was told by two of my coworkers and then my girlfriend and then somebody else in conversation, like, that they don't know like what kind of mood I be in, right? Because my face is always like a bitch face or like I don't want to be bothered, right? And I'm like, what? Because I don't see that. Like, I'm like in fucking La La Land in my head. And I'm like, I be feeling like I'm giving off a good face, but other people saying I'm not. So then I'm like, well, damn, how can I change my face to be more of a positive look? Because I don't be in a negative mood. And like my girlfriend was like, well, I don't know what to say to you sometimes because I be nervous because your face be giving off like, bitch. So do I look like that? I look like an inviting person.
I mean, I think because I know you, I know your attitudes. I know when you're serious, not serious, things like that. So I can't relate. I don't know. But you have told me that before. I think one time I was joking with you and you was like, well, I don't know when you're joking. And I was feeling the same way. So, but it's the total opposite with you. Like yesterday when we were talking about the dog, I knew you were serious. But I honestly, at first, I didn't think you were serious. That's why I took her over when you said she couldn't go over no more. That's why I took her over. I didn't think you were serious. But then when I talked to you and you made it clear that you were serious, I was like, all right, whatever, fuck it, I'm gonna go get her. It's not that big of a deal.
Well, yesterday I wasn't serious starting out, but I got serious when you hung up the phone because I was like, that's rude as shit. Like, why would you hang up? I mean, I wanted you to go and get the dog, yes, but I wasn't serious when I was talking to you. Huh?
I said, no, you were serious.
Yes, serious about going to get the dog, but how I was talking and stuff.
Oh. Okay.
But I didn't get like real serious until you hung up. And I was like, oh, bitch, you got me like, yeah, bitch.
Well, in my defense, I was scooping my kitty litter box.
And you stopped to hang up the phone though.
Yeah, I hung up so I could go scoop my shit.
You was irritating. But so guys, I mean, y'all see me a lot. Do I look friendly or do I look bitchy? Because I'm on the inside, I can't see my outside face, but in my head, I feel like I'm just like jumping in over rainbows and happy and shit with unicorns. Like, I don't know.
You said yourself that you, when most a lot of people approach you, you be like, why are you talking to me?
I did not say that.
Oh shit.
You said
If the person is ugly,
not worthy of approaching you.
I
Approaching.
said if the person
Oh
is
shit.
ugly,
Oh shit.
not everybody, or they ugly or dirty looking or like homeless looking. Like, don't be coming over here to me like that. That's disrespectful. Looking like that.
You are crazy.
Anyway, I don't know. I'm gonna figure out my faces and stuff because if I walk around smiling all day, then people gonna think I'm retarded or something. Like, how you know? Anyway, um, so y'all, so the other day, right? I had posted, and
Wait.
this is onto the huh?
Is this still part of your check-in?
So it is a part of my check-in because it happened the other day, but it's a topic kind of too.
Well, I want to. Never mind. I guess I'll wait to the end. Remind me to say something about DC at the end of the podcast. So go ahead with your topics then.
I'm gonna try. Okay. So yeah. So the other day, I had posted. Well, I got 3 kind of things. So then when I posted, it said, I forget exactly how the words go, but it was something along the line of, it was like, dating me is like biting into an oatmeal raisin cookie, but then realizing that it's chocolate chip, but then a couple hours later realizing that it was an edible, right? So remember the broke boy. He gonna write talking about lies. Lies. I said, you wouldn't know. And then he gonna write back and say, right. He wrote back and said, right. So I'm like, whatever. So mind you, this dude is mad at me. Talking about when he was talking to this, he had posted this girl. She was real cute. And I was like, I liked it. And I was like, oh, who is this? And he was like, oh, this is my friend. I really fuck with her. And she really fuck with me. And she patient with me. Doing all this, right? I'm like, oh, are you saying that I wasn't? No, because you was trying to change me and this and this and that. I said, oh, I'm trying to change you because I was sending you jobs that you asked me. I would like, what? How? I'm trying to change you for the better, sir. Then talking about, well, you said that I was boring and this, because you are, and I stand on that. You are boring. I'm like, what? Then go talking about how ain't nobody giving him no pussy, all this and that, and I don't mind waiting for her. Well, wait for her then, sir. All I said was, oh, who is this? And you won't answer all of this bullshit. And I said, what about the positive shit? You ain't saying nothing about positive. You trying to bring all up some negative shit about me not giving you no pussy, about me trying to change you, but I'm trying to help you get a job that you asked me to do. What else am I trying to change about you, sir? So I'm like, whatever. So of course you wouldn't see anything else because you already got in your head some negative shit, which still don't make sense. So I'm like, nigga, you are irrelevant. Like, and I said, he's still lucky I'm trying to be a changed person because I will get in your ass and you will be mad as shit trying to come fight me, okay? Anyway, so and then he posted and was like, why do females want you to spoil them before the relationship, but they want to spoil you after the relationship or after y'all get into the relationship? And I'm like, I can't stand. And then he's a rapper, right? So he be rapping he had posted yesterday like 2 different songs. And he's talking about how he a hustler, how he came from nothing, and how he's got so much money now, and blah blah blah. Like, sir, no, you don't. Tomorrow, I don't be asking for shit. I don't be having my hand out. Nigga, you asked me for $20 that you didn't even pay me back yet. So stop trying to play with me. Give me my $20. You sitting over there making these rap songs about how much you got money and how much you don't be begging or asking for shit, but you asked me for $20 and got the nerve to be mad at me. For what? The whole thing is he mad at me because I didn't give him none. That's the only reason. That's the only fucking reason. Like, I just don't be understanding. And And then I'm like, so that's the real question. I was like, how y'all feel? Because when he posted like why the girl always want to be spoiled before the relationship, and it's not even that. Like with me, I do not. If I, it's only certain people that I really liked. Too, matter of fact, that I like really liked before any kind of relationship or anything that I would actually do stuff for and spoil or treat or anything, right? And because I just don't do that for everybody.
That's what I'm saying. Like you don't even like people. You like, do you have a bitch face? You always say I don't like nobody.
But I don't have a bitch face just because I don't like you. Don't mean I'm about to be mean. I'm not a mean person.
Okay.
So I think
I can have mean ways, but like in general, I'm not a mean person.
So I really think that guys, and I don't know, because I have not actually had dated a guy in my adult life. But I think that a lot of women want to be spoiled by a guy before the relationship starts, because I think they want to know if he's a provider or not.
Mm-hmm.
And then, once they get in a relationship, it's like, oh, well, look, I got all this shit that I can provide and bring to the table too. But, maybe I don't know. I'm really just guessing, honestly.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't see why you just can't spoil each other before and after the relationship. But I do believe that some women want the guys to be the provider, and that's why they're like, okay, I want to make sure he can do stuff first. But going on dates ain't nothing compared to what they can provide for the household. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Y'all women funny as shit. How y'all motherfucking rebranded if the nigga got some money to is he a provider? Y'all funny as shit.
I'm guessing.
That.
I don't date guys, so I don't know. I'm guessing. But I'm just saying, that's what
is
I'm
he a
assuming.
provider?
That's
can
what
he
I'm
provide
assuming that
my
they
life?
saying.
I think so. So with me, I believe that the man should take care of the shit, the bills. I mean, well, like I'm going out bill, like the
bigger
restaurant bill.
bills.
So before the relationship, So I'm not going to be like, oh, when we go on this date, I'm going, oh, let me pay. No, I have for two people, right? So it got to be a certain kind of like that I like this person, right? But if I'm going out and I'm going with a guy, I expect for him to pay. I expect for him to do shit for me. And once we get into the relationship,
why do you expect that?
That's just what I'm used to. And these broke niggas, I can't. We can't.
That's what I said. Keep it 100. Say, do he got some money or not? Don't be like, oh, is he a provider? And try to.
Well, technically, I said that, not her.
Provider.
No, a million.
Provider.
All y'all say the same shit.
When I say provider, I'm talking about once we already in a relationship and we living together and shit like that. I'm talking about now in this instance, in the beginning, before we say yes, we are together. Do he got some fucking money? Because I'm not about to take care of no grown ass man or continue to go out. I will take myself out on a date and pay for my goddamn self before I go and keep spending money on a nigga for a date or any kind of relationship shit. That's not what I'm gonna do. So yes, in the beginning of the relationship or the whatever, before we decide we're gonna be together, I expect for the man to be a man and provide and do whatever the fuck he want to do.
The man to be a man. So what if the man is being the man and providing whatever, taking paying for whatever, that's cool. What does it entail for the woman to be a woman then?
Giving up that pussy. So
no, because I don't even be giving up no pussy.
That's
like
it.
I'm going to.
No, I was just joking, y'all. I'm sorry. I was joking. I'm not in a heterosexual relationship. I'm making up shit. I don't know.
No, I mean, I would. To me, it's not giving up pussy because pussy ain't shit. You get pussy from anywhere. But I mean, I don't know because I haven't been in a relationship for so long. But I'm just talking about like because I don't know how I am because I'm in the inside of me. Like I don't fucking know. But most of the time, besides those two, I really don't give a fuck. And I just be like, if you're not giving me no money or have no money, get the fuck on. So
And
we
I
don't need to
think
get
that's
to
why
we don't
some
need to get to the
guys
point that
will
I'm
probably
providing or doing anything.
Yeah, I think that's why some guys, after like 2 or 3 dates, they're like, okay, well, is she going to pay for a date? You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, nobody wants to feel like they're getting used. So even though, you know what I'm saying, like the guy is like going to be paying for dates or whatever, I definitely feel like the woman should pay for some dates too. Like you don't get to just sit around and get catered to.
Nah, I don't. I'm
If
not
I
even
if I
talking
like
about who
them,
pay for what. I'm just saying how y'all rebranded. Does he got some money or not? To it's so innocent. I just want to know if he's a provider or not. That's all. You know what I'm
D, I
saying?
said I'm guessing because I don't know.
No, man, you
I'm
still
just
a
want to
guessing.
woman,
know.
Reese. You still a
But
I
I
want
ain't
to
woman,
know
dating
if he got money.
guys.
Reese. The women you date, you don't date no broke chicks. Stop playing.
Absolutely
It's the
not.
same.
The
It's the
fuck, I don't
same
do that.
thing. It's the
But
same
but I
thing, and they
also
Mm-hmm.
take
don't
you
mind paying
out.
for dates or first dates or whatever. I really don't care.
Right, but you don't though. So stop playing. You don't mind, but you don't.
Who don't pay for dates?
You ask somebody out and pay for first dates. Exactly. When did the last time you done that?
When the last time I've been on a first date? That's a better question. But I would not mind. Seriously, I would
But
not
when
mind.
have you done it?
I ain't doing that
I
shit.
Like
haven't done it because
you
I was
talk
not the
about the
person to ask, or I
theoretic,
wasn't. Somebody asked me on the
but
first date, so that's why
that's
they
my
paid for the
point.
first date.
Reese, but my point was is you're still a woman that is pursued the same way most women are pursued. So even though you're a lesbian, you're traditionally the femme, and you're dealing with and you're having more of a traditional gender role. So like I understand you're not in a heterosexual relationship, but you're still a woman and you know what a woman wants when she's looking for a mate. Like, come on,
Yeah,
man.
but on the second date I'll pay. Third date I'll pay. I really don't care. But
Would you pay
if
for a
on the
man on the
first date,
second
if
and
that
third date?
person is, huh?
Would you pay for a man on the second and third date?
I mean, I don't know because, like I said, in my adult life, I have not dated a guy, but I probably would because I don't want whoever I'm dating. Even if I was dating a guy, I wouldn't want nobody to feel like I'm just using them for fucking meals because that's what a lot of women do. So
I'm
I'll be
glad
there
you
like,
admit it.
listen, I can treat us too. It's not that big of a deal. Or you treat us to dinner and
Can
I treat
treat
us
us
to
if
go
I like
karting.
him.
Something like that. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't want the person to just feel
Why
like it's all on them.
are you dealing with people that you don't like?
Because first of all, for me, speaking for myself, I don't know if I actually like the person until I get to know them. So if we're getting to know each other and we going on them at first, second, and third date, you paying. And if you're not physically attractive, then I'm trying to see if I get to know you more, would I like you better? So no. But my ex-boyfriend that I was in love with, I paid for our first date. That was the only time I paid for a first date. But I still have paid for stuff for him and for another guy. So I have. It's not like I never did, but I
I
just
picked up a check. I mean, the thing about it is, it's like you. This is the thing. Y'all are both independent entrepreneurs. You know what I'm saying, women, and y'all saying it like it's such a big thing. Like, oh my goodness.
I
Who
feel like
is
if I'm
y'all?
gonna go
I
out
really
and
don't
You too,
care.
you Ronnie,
I
and you
feel like
Reese.
if I'm gonna go out with a man and he not gonna pay, then I can go out by myself because I am independent. I can pay for myself. I don't need you if you ain't gonna fucking do it. I'm not paying for you too. No, bitch. Or we can pay for our separate
Why
And
you
don't
bills.
gotta
get
be a
me wrong. I'm
bitch?
not gonna go on
What
a
makes
date
him a
and pay
bitch?
for
Because he
5 dates in a row. Like it's not about to happen. You know what I'm saying? But if we alternate paying for dates or something, I don't care. But if I feel like I'm the only one paying for dates, absolutely not. We're not going out no more.
but
We're not
it's
going out no
cool.
more. Period.
It's cool if somebody's only the one paying for you, right?
Did I say that? Because I don't care. I
I'm
don't care about paying
asking.
for dates.
Well, I'm
No, it's not.
asking.
No, it's not, because I wouldn't want nobody to feel like that. And that's probably why I pay for dates, and I make sure I pay for dates just as often as anybody else, because I don't want the person to feel like I'm just using them or going out and then they have to foot the bill every time.
Right, but
and that's on some true shit. Like, you can real life ask anybody I've dated.
But you don't go out with people you don't like.
No, I don't. I'm not going to waste my time.
But how do you know?
So back to you, Ronnie. So
how do you know if you like the person until you get to know them? You can physically like somebody, but when you get to know them, then you don't.
I normally talk to somebody for a few weeks before the first date, so I can already know if I'm going to like you at least a little bit before our first date. Otherwise, I'm not even going to waste my time, because I don't like awkward situations.
I mean, okay, so the last guy that I met him at Beach Lounge, right, a couple weeks ago, maybe a month ago now. I met him that Saturday. Sunday, he hit me like, hey, let's go out. I said, okay. And we went out to get something to eat. We walked, we talked, we got food. It was great. And then we went on a couple more dates after that. And I don't like him now. So I told him yesterday that it's not...
Y'all didn't take the time to really get to know each other before the dating. So now I see why you're like, okay, I didn't like him, or he was paying for the dates, because y'all wasn't really getting to know each other over the phone or over text or anything like that. Like, y'all was just going out, which is also, there's nothing wrong with that either.
And also, so yesterday, because he kept calling this stuff from Thursday and Friday, so I finally like answered. So I'm like, he like, oh, are you upset with me or whatever? And I'm like, I just don't want to talk to you no more, whatever. He's like, well, what did I do? Because I can change, blah blah blah. Like, I just want to take care of you, blah blah blah. So in this situation, when he keeps talking about he wants to take care of me, all his money and all this and that, and I already told him that I don't want to talk to him. I'm about to use his money.
I mean, but would you don't like him physically, or you don't like him personality?
A man offered to change for you.
He is really cool.
All right, look.
So that means you don't like his physical.
You get it, Reese.
He's annoying. But I think
he said it's something he's willing to work on.
When he asks you what, and you don't even say, just like, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna just use this guy that's offering to change for me, offering to take care of me, but I'm not gonna work with him. But she just talked about how she wanna work with the hood dude and see how you did.
I said the conversation that we was having, and he said, what he was going to do, and I said, show me, and he didn't. I didn't say I'm about to work with it under that. I said, show me.
The guy that got the money, that's willing to change, asking for communication, what he's doing right or wrong. You're not giving him a shot instead of using him for his money.
I'm not interested.
And that's your choice. However, if he
sometimes it's bigger than that.
Annoying.
Sometimes is bigger than the money. I can take care of myself, right? I mean, I want somebody that has the money and the ability to take care of me. Yes, I do. But am I willing to settle for that? For him? I don't. I'm gonna be unhappy.
How are you settling if he got the money? Why are you gonna be happy if he's willing to work with you? Instead of, he ain't asking you to work with him, get on his program. He's saying, look, tell me what you need, where I'm slacking, so I can work with you. And you just like, nah, I'm gonna be unhappy without even giving him a shot.
I didn't tell him that. I'm telling y'all.
But you telling yourself that.
And you really don't know. You might actually like him, because the things that he's doing that's annoying, it could be because he's nervous. It could be because he's awkward. I'm nervous and awkward, and I say the dumbest things at the dumbest times when I'm nervous and awkward. Right?
Okay, but the cool guy with the other bitches that got you blocked on the stories and slide.
First of all, I don't give a fuck about him. So you can stop bringing him up. Anyway, so back to him. it's a lot of things that I don't like about him. So the other day when I went to his house, it was Wednesday. And his friend was over there, and my cousin came with me. He was drinking or whatever. First of all, he's 40 something. When you are that age and you get to the point of drinking to where you don't remember certain shit, and I gotta keep telling you, no, stop. And he keep on fucking trying to drag me in the room to have sex, and I said no, I'm not having sex. That shit is annoying. I don't like that shit. And then when I tell you about it on yesterday, you don't remember nothing. So no, I'm not gonna keep going because y'all gonna stop drinking.
Well, maybe he'll limit to when he drinks, though. Maybe he'll be like, okay, I only have 3 drinks.
Listen, he smokes cigarettes back to back to back. I said, I don't like that. My dad's sick off of that shit right now. He ain't stopped that. But what you gonna change? Because in the middle of the conversation of him, I will change for you, pulled out a fucking cigarette and started smoking it on the FaceTime. So it's a lot of shit that I just don't want to deal with.
I get it.
I don't want to deal with nobody that's going to pressure me or be trying to drag me into the room for any kind of sexual stuff when I already said that I'm not interested in it. I don't like that shit because now you don't have respect. And then I go over there or we go to a party, he get drunk again and do the same shit because he ain't gonna stop drinking. So no, I'm not interested. So talk your shit and keep the shit to yourself because I don't give a fuck.
Okay.
Anyway, moving on.
Okay, moving on. Shit. Okay. Well, my topics are a lot different from Ronnie's. So I was reading, and of course, guys, you can't relate because you can't get pregnant. And Ronnie, you don't actually have any children, so I don't know how you can relate to this as well. But so I was reading pretty much this story of a bunch of girls, right? And one girl was saying that she feels crazy because she'd had no attachment to her child at all during her pregnancy. She did not have any attachments to her child until after the baby was born, and then she saw the baby for the first time. So, and a lot of women was agreeing like, yeah, I felt that way. And then some women was like, oh no, I don't know how you cannot feel a connection to your baby and blah, blah, blah. And so it got me thinking, and I was like, yeah, when I was pregnant, I had no connection with Naya at all during my pregnancy. I remember she would kick and I would be like, she kicking Ronnie, and Ronnie would run over and touch my stomach and talk to her and be like, move around. What you used to call her, Nani? Move around, Nani. Come on, Nani. And I did not care at all. I didn't care. And honestly, I'm not gonna say I didn't care. I didn't have a connection. You know, I just didn't get. When I say I don't care, I didn't get excited when she would kick, right? And then once I had her, it was definitely love at first sight, but it still wasn't a connection for a long time after, right? But we're going to circle back to the pregnancy because that was the topic at hand. So people were saying like, how can you not have a attachment and blah, blah, blah. But y'all hear me say all the time that I would be a surrogate for someone. I don't care. And I say that because I didn't have an attachment to the baby in the stomach. And granted, I've only had one pregnancy, one birth. And like I said, the whole pregnancy, I didn't care. When she would move, I didn't care. I would see the lump go across my stomach and I'd just be like, baby moving again. Like, I was not excited. Red and Ronnie, they were fucking excited. They used to talk to the baby in my stomach. They would poke around. They
used to beat me up.
I didn't care because it was annoying. I was like, leave me alone. But my point is, before you elaborate on what you might feel about it, Ronnie, or what you guys think, about it, I think it's normal. I don't think it's anything wrong. It's a human that you've never met. You have to learn to love everybody, It doesn't just pop up and you meet somebody one day and you're like, I fucking love you. Sometimes it be like that, but sometimes it's not. For me, it wasn't when I was pregnant. I don't know if it was the circumstances of me being pregnant or what. I was just not excited when I felt the baby in me. It was not a connection. And I don't think it's wrong or it's bad or anything like that for not doing that. And I don't want any woman, my opinion, I don't want any woman that is pregnant and doesn't feel a connection with the baby to get sad or depressed about it, because that connection will come. Please trust me, that connection will come. I told you I had postpartum for years after I had Naya. We did not get connected until after that postpartum was gone. My love for her was absolutely there. You know, I didn't treat her bad because of that, the lack of the connection or anything like that. You know, I did what I had to do as a parent. However, you know what I'm saying? Like, I think it's normal. It's normal. Now, it's not normal when you're pregnant and you don't have a connection with the baby. You be like, man, fuck this baby. I'm still about to drink. That's not normal, right? But to not feel a connection, I don't think, and I'm telling you anyway. And if any women ever feel like that, you want to talk, inbox me or something so I can talk to you about it. Because y'all know I don't have no problem sharing anything about what I've went through, because I don't want any mother to go through what I went through. So, you know, it's normal. Don't feel bad. Don't stress yourself out, because a lot of women, they get stressed out about not feeling the connection, and then they get depressed, and then it just turns into a whole bunch of other things when it's something that's normal.
Mm-hmm.
Don't let society make you feel like you're going to be a bad parent because you don't have a connection with your baby inside the stomach. That doesn't make sense. Every single person, mother and child, is different. So don't let nobody make you feel bad for that shit. So anyway, Ronnie, what do you think your opinion on it might be? I wish we had a lot of women that has been through a pregnancy, you know, on here. Any type of pregnancy.
Technically have been through a pregnancy, but I
said any
heard
type of
a
pregnancy.
lot of people.
I didn't say birth. I'm talking about pregnancy.
Oh, I heard a lot of people that said that they didn't have a connection during the pregnancy. So I think that is pretty normal. I think it's more normal than people make it seem. But I think that when I my first pregnancy, I had a connection, and it was weird because I didn't want it, but I had a connection, right? And once I had terminated the pregnancy, and I remember like a week after that, I was talking to the father, but we was like breaking up, and I had started talking to this other guy, and I had went with him to see his best friend baby. So I remember when we was getting off the elevator on the what's the floor?
Maternity floor? I don't know.
Yeah. And I just freaked out. Like I had a whole like attack. I don't know what the fuck was going on, but I broke out crying. I couldn't breathe, like all of that shit. And then he was like, "What the fuck?" Because he knew I was pregnant by the other guy. And so he like trying to calm me down and shit. So it took like a while trying to like get down, like calm me down, whatever. And then we finally go in and see the baby, and I was like, I should have kept my baby. So I mean, that was the only one that I actually had a connection to, and I wasn't even. That's the crazy part, because I wasn't even like far along. Like it was less than 2 months, and I had a connection. That shit was so fucking weird. But even when I was pregnant after that, I didn't know at first. So I was probably about 3 months. Once I did terminate that too. But I had no connection, like at all, because I didn't even know until my stomach started getting big. I was like, "What the fuck is happening?" And he was like, "What the fuck?" And then we took a test, and I'm like, "Oh shit!" So, like, cause I had, and like that, I was still having periods. It was still normal. Like I wasn't sick or nothing until after, when I found out that I was pregnant. Then I started feeling it and knowing and being sick and stuff like that. And I was like, "Oh shit, it's real." But it's different. I think each pregnancy is different and each person is different. So it really depends.
Okay. So guys, I guess what my question to y'all would be, so if you were married and your wife were pregnant and, you know, she didn't have a connection with the baby, how would you feel? you know? Or do you guys think that dads have a connection with the baby during the pregnancy? Because I absolutely think guys can have a connection with the baby during the pregnancy as well. Just like Ronnie was talking to my stomach and stuff, guys do the same thing with their babies. I never experienced that because I barely saw mine during my pregnancy. But you get what I'm saying, right? So how do you guys feel about it?
I don't know. It's something that you got to experience. I don't know. I can't speak.
Yeah, it's definitely something you got to experience. And like I said, every circumstance is different. So I definitely get that. You know, but I know a lot of dads that barely let the mamas out of their sight during their pregnancy. They're like, bring that stomach over here, girl. Like, you know what I'm saying? That, you know, so it's normal to feel a connection or to not feel a connection. Like, you know, it just is what it is. I don't think, like, it's something that we don't talk about, and it's something that actually needs to be normalized.
I think so.
I think so. Yeah, absolutely. Because pregnancy is not an easy thing for the mother or the father or the sister. Sometimes shit is not an easy thing. So I think, you know, we gotta normalize things, and we gotta mind our damn business if we ain't doing nothing for the mama, the baby, or the father, right? I think we just need to leave situations like that.
Oh, can I skip the subject a little bit, but it's still on pregnancies and babies. I got 2, right? So yesterday I had seen this post. I'm gonna send it to y'all too. And it was a girl. She was pregnant, and she was proposing to the father, and like her big ass belly down on one knee, and it said he finally said yes. So, and I didn't read all the comments, but the comments was going up like, "Girl, get your ass up" and stuff like that, right? So I'm like, first of all, why are you getting down there and you pregnant? And what you mean finally? So you proposed to him a lot of times? Oh hell no. No.
You got one time for me to propose to you. If you say no after that, you got to propose to me.
Right. Period. No, I'm not gonna break up with you after you said no, but I'm not gonna propose to you again, though.
Absolutely not.
I'm gonna send y'all that picture, y'all. I was like, what the fuck? What the fuck? And sir, why do you let her get down there? Why you say no? She's pregnant. Like,
you probably know what she was doing.
Nah, bitch. When she getting down on that knee, what you think she doing? Yeah, I think it was on the beach or something.
Talk to me standing up.
Right. Like, what the fuck? And then, anyway, on another note, I know y'all had to hear about, it was a 2-month-old baby that they said was missing, that somebody had stole off of Benner Road. Did y'all hear about that story?
Yeah.
So it was this girl. She said that somebody had stole her baby. Her baby was missing. The baby was 2 months. And so come to find out, she had an interview a couple days ago. And so the baby was missing, I think, Wednesday. She reported the baby missing last Friday. So then when she did the interview, she said that she was sleeping. Her and the baby was sleeping. She rolled over, and then the baby was not responsive. So she panicked and wrapped the baby in a blanket, put the baby in the car seat, and put the baby in a trash can. Mind you, she lived over on Benner Road in the Pinnacles, right? So then I'm like, what the fuck? So I'm not a detective or nothing, but it seems really fishy to me that you rolled over and your baby. Now, don't get me wrong. People sleep with their babies, and you're not supposed to sleep with your baby because you can't roll over and suffocate them. But when you say you panicked and you put the baby in the trash can, who does that? So to me, I feel like she did something to the baby. But isn't that crazy?
My opinion. I've seen that story. I haven't followed it very closely because I know the outcome is just not good. It's already not a good outcome because the baby isn't alive anymore. However, I do, and I don't know this girl from a hole in the wall. I do truly believe that her baby died from SIDS, sudden infant death or whatever. I believe that her baby died by sleeping next to her. And I think she was high and she panicked. In the interview, my opinion, she looked high. And I think that's why she panicked. Not saying that it made it right. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. She should have called, but I think she panicked because she had other children that's in the system, and I think she didn't believe people was going to believe her story.
Mm-hmm.
That's honestly what I believe, and I don't know this girl, so I'm not taking up for her. And like I said, she's wrong regardless. But I truly believe that's what happened. I think she was high. I think she slept with the baby. I think the baby passed. She panicked because she had other babies in the system, and she probably thought she would get in trouble. When she should have done exactly calling the police and stuff, because even though it was too late to save the baby, at least they would have believed her story.
Mm-hmm.
You know, versus
and it just
now
looks
everybody
fishy now.
Right now, everybody's like, yeah, nah, that bitch did something else and blah blah blah. I really don't think she did. I don't think she did.
But can she go to jail for that? I mean,
I believe they're gonna press charges. Because she is at bare minimum, she messed up the investigation. You know, she lied to police. That's a charge. That's a felony right there. So at bare minimum, I truly believe she's gonna get time. I don't know if she'll get charged for the baby's death. Right. I don't know if she'll get charged for the baby's death.
You can't throw a child in the trash, admit to
Absolutely
throwing a child in the trash and not get some type of charge.
Yeah, she's gonna get some type of charge. Absolutely. And she deserves it, because you shouldn't have done that. Like, and that goes for any parent. Do what you got to do at that exact moment. That's calling the police. That's making sure that, you know, everything is you know what I'm saying? Because that happens. Sudden infant death syndrome, I think that's what it's called, happens every day, multiple times a day around the world, literally. And people do not do it on an accident. They truly don't. It's just something that happens. Most moms and dads are super exhausted when they first have babies, and it's easy to let them sleep in the bed with them. I used to have Naya sleeping in the bed with me. I thank God that nothing has happened, you know. Even when I first had her, I used to take that clear thing that they put the babies in and put it on my hospital bed. And the nurse was like, stop doing that, because
she came in there yelling at you.
She came in there yelling at me a few times, because every time she told me not to do it, I still did it because I couldn't get out the bed. So, you know, I would sleep with the thing on beside me, and she's like, stop doing that. If you roll over and knock this clear thing on the floor, your baby is going to hit the floor. I was too tired and exhausted to get up, so I kept on doing it anyway. So, you know, we are hard-headed as parents. When you're tired, you're tired. It is what it is. So I think that that's what happened. I'm not an investigator, though. Like I said, I'm not following the story that closely because it's a super sad story. So I think that that's it. But anyway, we're going to wrap it up. But before we wrap it up, I did want to say this thing right here. Anybody that is living in DC, and if you haven't heard, I'm going to give you the website and everything. DC has a program called Stay DC, where they will pay your rent for up to a year back worth of rent, and they will pay 3 months of your future rent. It's called Stay DC. The website is stay.dc.org. I'll say it again, stay.dc.org. They can do it. I would say make sure that your property is doing it, because the property has to fill out paperwork as well. Everybody should hop on that. Even if you're not behind in your rent, they pay 3 months forward of your rent. Please take advantage of that program. I'm saying this as a community worker and as a person that likes free things. I have not done it yet because I'm trying to save mine for July, August, and September. But, and if they run out of money, they run out of money. It is what it is. But I signed up. Everybody, literally, I'm trying to tell everybody I know, sign up for it. Most likely you're going to get approved. And then they also have a thing where if they pay your 3 months of future rent, if you need an extension for another 3 months, they will do it. It's an online thing. It'll probably take about 30 or 40 minutes. You need your lease, your pay stubs, or your W-2. You need proof of if you had any financial difficulties because of COVID. You do not need the proof, though, if you don't have proof, like You know what I'm saying? If you don't have proof, you don't have proof. Everybody doesn't have proof, but you know, it do it. It's less than an hour of your day or possibly free money to help pay for your rent. Everybody should do it. They'll pay for your utilities as well. You know, the money is there. Take advantage of it, especially in DC. DC, the rent is so expensive. Take advantage
also,
of these guys.
real quick, if you have an iPhone and to upload your documents, if you go to your notes and when you click on, like, you about to write a fresh note, it's a camera at the bottom. If you click that camera and it says scan documents, you can scan all of your documents to upload to the application.
To this thing right there. Yeah. Get it done, guys.
Or if you don't have
an amazing...
Sorry, Reese. If you don't have an iPhone, you can download the app. It's called Scan and scan it that way because it saves as a PDF and it's easier to upload.
Yeah, and then also, you guys know I'm a community support worker. If you guys need my help, feel free to reach out. Call my work number. I'll answer it. It's a cell. It's 202-591-5851. I will help you. Like, seriously, get that done. Get that rent paid. And then honestly, like when I was talking to one of the guys, he got it done and they approved his. So, you know, the guy told him, hey, don't pay your rent until after July, you know, so pretty much August. And I said, listen, if you have it, go ahead and still pay your rent because that way you won't be behind ahead of the game. I said, because he had initially lost his job due to COVID. I said, what if something else happened? Be ahead of the game. If you have it, pay your rent. Pay it. Be ahead. So if something ever happens, you're ahead of the game. If you know you want to move and your lease is up in 6 months, this is perfect. This is perfect. You know what I'm saying? That gives you time to save up the money that you would be putting into rent, into saving for this new place. So, guys, take advantage of it. That's my second free tip of the day. Okay, I'm gonna start charging y'all soon. It's like, nah, I'm not. But yeah, definitely, guys, it's for DC, and I think it's an amazing, you know, thing that they're doing. So hop on it. Yeah, I mean that's all I got.
I didn't get approved yet, but it's coming. But we checking out.
Yeah, and honestly, guys, I don't know for sure if they are doing the same for mortgages. However, I believe so, but nobody has come to me for help that has a mortgage. I will look into it. Okay, I was going to say I will look into it if anybody needs me to. I will definitely do it.
When you make your profile, is the option. It says if you are the provider or the renter. So I guess they would click the provider.
No, that is for because... Say, for instance, I live here in, I'm not going to say my apartment complex, but your apartment complex has to do one side and you do another side.
Oh, okay.
That's what the provider is. So my apartment complex is that. However, I'm sure banks are on it. So let me know, and then I will figure it. I will ask who I got to ask, call who I got to call, use my connects, and find out if they're doing mortgages as well. I'm sure they are. It stay DC. It didn't say stay renters DC. Okay. Let's get on top of that, y'all. It's free money. I love free money. I love anything free. Y'all know I can be the richest person and I'm gonna still ride slow past somebody's garbage can on garbage day. I don't know why I do it. I can't help it. I am my daddy's child. I need help. Okay.
No, your mother's child, because we went past something yesterday. She was like, she want to stop. I said no. She said, if Sharice was here, she would help me. I said, oh, she ain't here.
I absolutely would, y'all. I don't care. I love free things. One man trash is another man's treasure. I'm a firm believer in that. So
I said we are not your hoarder daughters. It's Reese.
I said I can't.
Hoarder.
I gotta work on it, y'all. It's weird. It's getting bad. Cause even y'all know I don't need shit. I don't need shit. Like I have not been broke in a while. Okay. And I will still do it. I don't care. So what I'm saying is please take advantage.
What is that?
What is DM that? Muted. But yeah, y'all. take advantage of it. Let me know if y'all need help, and I got y'all. Other than that, y'all have a good weekend. I'll be back next week with some titties. And that's it, y'all. Peace, love, and positivity as always. Let's keep this positive energy going. Let's stay happy. Let's stay blessed. Let's stay healthy. Healthy, that means not stressing, y'all. So, we out this thing. Peace, love, and positivity. Episode, what's this, Q170?
No.
171.
We bashed that, girl.
We in the 180s. This is 180.
Yeah, what's wrong with you?
Oh, I'm having a brain fart, guys. Jesus. Woo.
Thumbs down for Reese.
Yeah, too. All right, y'all, I'm out of here. I gotta go get these interviews done.
Wait, y'all got a question.
Okay.
I mean, after the report.